Mark, well, it's definitely not the way that we'd be expecting to be talking about this, but a brilliant 3 points in the end.
Jesus, the game sort of certainly had a lot of drama in, didn't it? I mean, we got ourselves in winning positions 3 times. Tonbridge pegged us back. You know, we then go down to 10 men for the last 10 minutes and we come up with a last minute winner. I mean, sometimes you can try and analyse the games and, you know, I'll have to look back on a few things. Obviously, we're disappointed to concede 3 goals at home. You know, we've got to look at that. But I did think the lads showed tremendous character to keep going, and you have to give them credit for that. Yeah, you know, so it was probably a little bit sort of heart still pumping, to be honest with you, because you know, when they equalised to make it 3-3, and we just had Craig Fassenmaid sent off, you're obviously thinking, geez, you know, it's just, you know, are we going to get over the line? And off the back of 2 defeats, you don't want to get beat again. And so, to be honest, I was thinking maybe let's just get a point on the board. But for Chrissy Paul to come up with that winner, you know, I'm so pleased for him. He took it as quite a good move, actually. I think Cole Kopekwa played a good pass into Alfie Cerulli, who's had a very good touch, good pass to Chrissy, and he's cut in and buried it in the bottom corner in the 95th minute. So the feeling is one of elation, but you know, we will have to look back at some of those goals, particularly the second one. You know, I'll have to have a look at that. I don't want to comment too much because I actually commented after the game against Bath last week. Bath was a little bit harsh on us, and when you looked back at the decisions, I mean, it was Craig's Fashion-Mate's goal was about 3 yards onside, and the penalty was never a penalty, and I sort of said it was after the game. So perhaps I need to sort of look back at the goals today and you know, with a bit of a calmer head on, but. Big 3 points for us, you know, especially with a lot of the teams down the bottom over the last couple of weeks picking up. You know, you're always sort of looking over your shoulder as a manager, and but that win today, I think, has sort of put us 4 points off the playoffs. You know, so that's a crazy league, you know. But yeah, what's the words I'm looking for? Exhausted myself. Yeah. I feel like I played the game, ups and downs, topsy-turvy game, and we're just obviously pleased we've come off the right end of it.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately a 7-goal thriller, but I think the thing that we will look at the most now is we've scored 4 goals in a game. I mean, I don't personally remember the last time that we did that, and that really does bring testament to some of the play that we had going forward today, because there were even more times than just the 4 that we did look lethal and look like scoring. I
thought we did look more threatening, particularly first half. Thought we got into some really good positions, some good little movements. Obviously got off to a good start again, like we did last week, scoring early in the game. And then we obviously had the penalty to go 2-0 up, and we missed the penalty, and then they go and score, so you're thinking, well, we should have been 2-0 up and now it's 1-1. So psychologically there were so many twists in that game, but as I said, the players showed great character to keep going and get something and get the win after all what happened. But yeah, I agree. I thought first half we did look for, second half I didn't think we looked as threatening, but yeah, you know, perhaps I need to look at the game back and you know, with a calmer head and see where we can improve.
Yeah, obviously 2 red cards today. We're not going to go into those too much, but what does that mean kind of going forward for next week? Obviously both were second yellow cards, so should only be the 1 week suspension, but does that potentially give you a little bit of a headache going forward?
Yeah, well, we haven't got the biggest of squads. I was desperately trying to bring players in before the deadline on Thursday, and we weren't really able to sort of bring all of the ones I wanted in. We obviously added Casper and Hamilton to the squad, but it was certainly wasn't for the want of trying, but we couldn't really get the ones I wanted over the line. But yeah, you know, we haven't got a massive squad, so you know, we'll have to look at that next week. Sam Manton has had to come off and, you know, felt his hamstring second half as well, so that's a blow for us. Yeah, I mean, I think Craig's one was a little bit silly. You know, when you're on the booking, you can't do that. I mean, I know what he's trying to do. We spoke about at half time about maybe sort of putting a bit more pressure on the goalkeeper, because you know, they are quite direct, Tonbridge, and the keeper puts the ball into good areas. So you know, Craig, I think, was trying to sort of stop the keeper getting a really good sort of strike on it, but obviously we're on a booking, you know, you can't do that. And then right in the last seconds there, you know, from the kick-off, they put it forward again, you know, backpedaling Joash, and you know, I don't know, I'd have to look at that again. But yeah, finished the game with 9 men, so there'll be, you know, maybe maybe opportunity for one or two others next Saturday against Chelmsford.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately it was a great one for the neutral, but we're going to have to really go back and look at ourselves and look how we can improve going forward. But we're now looking obviously forward to Chelmsford, another big game, and another potential look for 3 points going on to potentially fire ourselves up the league.
Look, I think what we're trying to do at the moment is take it one game at a time. I set the lads some targets over the last couple of weeks, and you know, with the defeat to Dorking and Bath, that sort of put us a little bit behind. And we had a chat in the week and said, look, let's not look too far ahead. Let's just take one game at a time, and that's what we'll do now. Look forward to Chelmsford. Nice to be home today. You know, 3 weeks on the spin, we were away. I think we started the game well. You know, we're unhappy that we conceded 3 goals at home, but let's give credit to Tonbridge and Steve. You know, they are a very, very good, you know, difficult side to play against, and a good side. You know, they don't make it easy for you defensively. You know, the front two are very sort of powerful and strong all over the pitch. They're very competitive, and you know, they're not an easy team to play against. And you know, Steve is doing a very good job at that club. So you know, you have to always be gracious, you know, in victory. And you know, they'll be feeling very disappointed conceding the last second goal like that. You know, so but I'm sure they'll be all right. They're a very difficult side to play, as I said. But we're just pleased that we showed some character. Pleased for Chrissy Paul, because he hasn't had much of a chance, and obviously we made a decision in the week to let Samir Carruthers go to Dartford. You know, it was a tough decision because Samir has been excellent for us. He's a talented player, and he hasn't been a minute's problem to me. His attitude's been brilliant, but sometimes you have to make really tough decisions in management, and I think we've also got a talented player in Chrissy Paul that hasn't had much of an opportunity. Not always due to myself. I mean, he has had a few injury problems, and you know, we haven't really had 3 or 4 games out of him in his position. So it's something I was looking at, and for him to come up with a winner today was fantastic, because you know, he's had to be very patient and he's kept going, and pleased for Chrissy.
Yeah, like you say, he did take that opportunity with open arms, and I'm sure that has obviously given the Tudor fans something to really think about over the weekend and to really savour and enjoy. Like you said, it's good to be home, and hopefully we can carry on and kick on for the rest of the season. Congratulations today, and thank you.
Cheers, Josh.